Hey folks, decided to make a video today just to show everyone how I am sending these magazines out that I have for sale. I was trying to find some information on how to get magazines sent kind of two ways. One that wasn't terribly expensive and a very large package that was unnecessary, but also in a way that the package would be able to get to where it's going without being damaged, and basically make sure that it got there in the same condition as that it left. I was able to find this particular envelope at Office Depot or Office Max, one of the two, yesterday for right around $2, which isn't bad. It's an oversized envelope, which should fit just about any kind of magazine, except for maybe your older Time magazines will probably be a little bit too big for this, but most anything that you have on the shelf today should fit into this. It's made by Caramel, or that's the name of the envelope. It's touted for being used out of mostly recycled material. As you can see, it's a rugged mailer, and one of its benefits has a superior edge protection. Of course, it has a cushiony effect to it when you feel it when you first pick it up. Not sure if it has any kind of something in between it, but you can definitely feel to where it has a squishy feeling to it. But I wanted a little bit more. Basically, I'm sending out this type of magazine, which is Retro Gamer magazine. A lot of people collect these. I don't necessarily collect them, but I do like to buy them a lot. And I usually, once I read them, I keep them in a safe spot at home, where they don't get damaged, because eventually after I buy so many of them, I'll decide to go ahead and put them on eBay and just sell them. They're very popular if you're into old video games, but obviously for those who do collect them, they want to make sure that they're in good condition. So I want to try to get them there as in good a condition as I can. I have used these priority mail envelopes before. These are roughly about $6, I think, to ship out, and one of these will barely fit into there, depending on if it's an oversized copy or not. It's really difficult to get that in there without really damaging it. As you can see, the corners here are kind of cut off, so when you put this in there, you take a chance of the edges here possibly getting bent a little bit, and obviously for a collector that's not going to work. So what I went ahead and did is I got some cardboard, cut out some sections slightly larger than the magazine itself, and I was able to get that fitted a piece on the top and the bottom of the magazine. In this particular case, I'm sending out 2 magazines, and as you can see, that's wrapped in an envelope. I actually used one of these softer envelopes from the United States Postal Service. This is a lot bigger actually than the magazine, but I was able to wrap it around and tape it, and then I had to make a few cuts to the cardboard to get it in there, so it would get in there not only sideways but long ways without being too tight. Didn't want to try to wedge that in there too tightly and then possibly bend or damage the magazines, but I was able to get them in there. They slid in there fairly easily, but firmly enough to where I feel like it's going to not shift a lot, which that was one of my concerns as well. But as you can see, if I grab this by the end here, by the very edge, there's no bend to it whatsoever. I mean, it's definitely not going to bend on its own. Somebody would have to really put a lot of effort into grabbing this to bend it. But I was able to get a piece of cardboard on top and bottom, and still have plenty of room to seal it. It has a seal on this particular envelope. You can seal that there. I'll probably put some additional tape on that just for precautionary measures. And then of course on this side, you have an area where you can write your information. I highly recommend, if you don't have a login to the United States Postal Service's website, that you get one. You can actually create an account and save money on your packages, actually a few dollars at least in most cases, by printing your own labels and then attaching them here. It'll have the barcode, you can get the tracking and all, and basically once you drop it off at the post office, once they put it into transit, you can use that number and see how it travels to wherever you're sending it to. Like I said, I highly recommend that. And they also use PayPal, so if you're like me and you ship via eBay or sell via eBay, you can use the same PayPal account to pay for your shipping. Just attach that here, ship it on out, save money. and I think these will get to where they need to go without any problem. But I did want to pass that along to you. I think that's pretty good as far as how this is set up. Like I said, you can buy these at Office Max or Office Depot. This one costs, I think, just under $2, and it's perfect for 2 of these magazines. So just want to pass that along. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them. I think paying for my shipping actually on the website, this will probably run about somewhere around $5 or so. So for what it would cost to send one in one of these envelopes, I was able to get 2 in here. I do have a couple bucks into the envelope, but I do feel better that this is going to get to where it needs to be without getting damaged. So thanks for your time.